Welcome everybody. Today I have Dr. Harsh Nigam with me and we're going to talk about the new exciting project that we're doing with Dr. Harsh Nigam with the Homeopathic Academy called Modus, comprised of two parts, and we'll be discussing as to what is Modus, why is it here, what are its benefits, and who should basically be looking at Modus as a way to improve their practice. Basically the concept is one of going from a state of confusion to a state of confidence, and where you're able to be aligned in your homeopathic practice. So first of all, there's a lot of confusion out there in the homeopathic practice, in students, practitioners, and it feels to me when I've been looking at what you've been doing with Modus, that the objective is to bring confidence, so that the students, the practitioners are able to improve their practice.
Right.
So maybe we could just start a little bit about talking about, why people should follow the course, what will be the benefits they would get from it, and specifically who should do it. Is it only for students? Is it for practitioners? Is it for both? And then perhaps you could talk a little bit about the two, what we'll call subsets. There's the foundation course of Modus, and there's the prescriber course. So perhaps we could start with the first thing, and then you can run through answering those questions.
I would first like to tell you that what I as a teacher have seen amongst my students is a lot of confusion. As a doctor, as a young doctor, I don't know whether you have, but I have. Have you ever experienced confusion in your mind before writing a prescription? I did so. That is why I studied books. We all have so many choices. There are so many choices in theory. But which route to follow? Now, homeopathy today is at a crossroad. We are in a new millennia. We sometimes think that Hahnemann's approach is now getting updated. It is not so. Teaching of Hahnemann is a foundation stone to understand the value and use of different schools of current homeopathic thought. Don't be baffled by plenty of new ways, new theories. It should be, your practice of homeopathy should be based on the true Hahnemannian principle. Why? Because Hahnemannian principles are logic based, and you must have a clear-cut logic about what you are trying to do. That is why we have created Modus. Now Modus, as you know, is modus operandi, how to operate. We would like to tell you that this concept of Modus is created to translate homeopathic philosophy into successful and predictable practice of medicine. Now to do so, our goal for the students and practitioners of homeopathy is to fulfill their potential role in healthcare, to help sick people attain freedom from illness on their mental, emotional and physical plane. Nowadays we focus too much on the mental and the emotional plane, but we have to be balanced. We have to talk about the physical and the mental. Our mission is to fulfill by this program Modus, to make you enable to understand Hahnemannian concepts and how different schools of thought relate to clinical philosophy of Hahnemann. Now Modus strives to achieve the highest purpose in the field of homeopathic medicine and aims to inspire the homeopathic community to shun dogma, which is very important, and adapting homeopathy to the new age and the new health scenario. Why? Because if you read the third paragraph of Organon, Hahnemann says to practice homeopathy, you need a knowledge of disease, you need a knowledge of medicine, and then you need how to adapt. With changing time, scenario is going to change. You have to learn to adapt homeopathy to the changing scenario. To fulfill this mission, the program and materials of Modus strive to enable the homeopaths to understand for themselves how different schools of thought relate to the original philosophy of Hahnemann. Modus strives to achieve the highest purpose in the field of homeopathic medicine and aims to inspire the homeopathic community to shun dogma. So what's our aim? The aim is to provide each participant with the tools required to successful practice of homeopathy. Now, what are the tools today? You have to develop standard operative protocols. In homeopathy, they are the need of this millennia. To provide a philosophical foundation based on the principle of classical homeopathy. To establish a technical scientific foundation for you, which is essential to a successful practice of homeopathy. To transform homeopathic theory into predictable clinical result. Now for that, we had to divide our Modus course into two. Why? Because in the foundation course, we are going to learn the basic concepts as Hahnemann has envisaged, and we are going to adapt many things, and we are going to clarify many definitions like the three types of constitution, the diathesis, the concept of miasma, as it has been studied over the centuries from Hahnemann's time to our modern time. Now, the aim is to provide standard operative protocols that is clinically significant and immediately applicable. Now, what are standard operative protocols? They are clear-cut guidelines that are given to you. It is very simple. You first know what is the disease. You classify the disease in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then next you learn what is the stage of the disease, in which stage the disease has come to you, the patient has come to you, whether it is acute, whether it is chronic. Now if it is chronic, then in which stage of chronic disease he has come to you. So to understand these concepts, you would have to first go through the foundation course. In that, you would also get to know that in future, when you are going to develop a greater insight, then you would understand the concept of miasma, which we have conveyed to you through Modus foundation course. And in the end, the greatest tool, that is the repertory, which should be used by every homeopath. We'll talk about the history of repertory in the foundation course, how the repertory has evolved and how it is structured. And then the final thing would be the amalgamation of all what you have learned in the foundation course. Then we come to the prescriber course. Now this prescriber course is going to give you the direct protocol of how to select a proper medicine, then how to classify the disease that has come to you, then which strategy to pick up. You know, it is a misconception in homeopathy that only one strategy was advocated by Hahnemann. This was not so. Hahnemann advocated at least 4 strategies for 4 different types of diseases. So you see, you have to pick up a strategy which is logical in the Hahnemannian way. For that you must know the Hahnemannian classification and adapt it to the modern times. Then after knowing the strategy, after picking up a strategy, you choose a medicine. Then you have to give that medicine to a patient who is in a sick state. Now what potency to choose? Now potency is something which has been a bane in homeopathy. Everybody has tried to explain potency in every way. For me, homeopathy is state-of-art mathematics. Repertory is mathematical. The logic is mathematical. The principles are mathematical. Then why can't potency be mathematical? And taking a cue from the giants like Kant, like Hahnemann himself, I have come to know the mathematical formulation of the potency selection, which we are going to talk in the prescriber course. So you see, in the prescriber course, you will get to know the classification of the disease that you require. Then you would get to know the strategies that are important for you for managing the disease. Then you would get to know how to select the potency. But that is not the end of it, because after giving your right medicine, the similimum, you need to have a follow-up. We'll explain in Kantian terms how to take a proper follow-up and how to choose the second medicine and what to do. And in the end, we must always realize that there are times when the medicine does not work. Then what to do? So in this prescriber course, you are going to get to know everything that you need to know for a crisp and clinical application of homeopathy, and to select the right similimum, to use it in a proper way so that your results are clinically significant and immediately applicable. To transform homeopathic theory into predictable clinical result is our aim.
So, Dr. Harsh, if I've understood correctly what you just outlined in why and what are the benefits of the MODIS course in its foundation and prescriber, the two parts, I'd like to step back just a little bit to see what is your vision for bringing this course in the sense of who should attend it. I could see that if I'm an intern, I could get some benefit from this, even if I'm in a PG course. And even if I've just started practice, I can see that your books and this course will assist me in understanding the landscape and the history, and also the practical mathematical application and choosing which course of action to take through the whole case taking intake, through case management, through potency, as you mentioned. But I'd like to ask directly the question, if I've been in practice for 5, 10, 15 years, I've already got my methodologies. It's already working in X percentage of my cases, so I'm getting success. I'd like to know what, if I'm in that position, would I get from following this course as a seasoned practitioner?
I understand. You see, as a seasoned practitioner, you know everything. You know how to talk to your patient, how to take a proper history, how to repertorize. But in India especially, people are busy and they develop their own ways. But with this program, they can learn different other ways also and apply them. These ways may increase the number of patients that you have. These ways may also reduce the time taken for each patient that you attend. So in this way, a practitioner of some time with an open mind can go through this course and re-evaluate his work. And you see, you have to be without prejudice. Howsoever great your practice is, you have to study organon. Kent has said that a busy practitioner must study the organon every year. Now, why did Kent say that? Every busy practitioner should study the organon once a year. He said it because it is your obligation to go back to the basic foundations, the basic structure of homeopathy, so that you can serve humanity better. And for the student, I would say that you must be warned that the ladder of student life is short. You have so little time and you have a great deal of information to acquire. Now, MODIS helps you to achieve maximum proficiency in minimum time. Now, the purpose of our existence is more important than anything. You must learn to think yourself, to think as independently as Hahnemann wants you to think. Your professional life should be shaped by your adaptation of Hahnemannian principles to modern health scenario. Now remember, Modus will help you to achieve this. The course is directed especially to the homeopathic students. They are like clay. We can make them perfect statues. We can also train interns and residents. They are welcome to attend this course. It is going to help them immensely. And for the homeopathic practitioner who have just started practice and who want to earn fame and fortune. Everybody wants to earn fame and fortune. Now this course is going to help you to do so. And as I have already told you, that the practitioner of some standing needs to revisit new thoughts if his mind is without prejudice. Now Modus shall bridge the difference between classroom and clinic. It will be our purpose to furnish you a nucleus around which you can gather further. Once you got the nucleus and further in your study and in your clinic, what you are going to do is you are going to experiment and have practical clinical experience. That is going to open up the vista of your mind. The vistas have to be opened and you must remain without prejudice all the time. Now Modus will help you to achieve this. Your professional life shall be shaped by your adaptation of Hahnemannian principle to modern health scenario. You must be warned that the ladder of student life is short. We would like to give you the material to transform homeopathic theory into predictable clinical results, to establish a technical scientific foundation essential to the successful practice of homeopathy, to provide standard operative protocols which are clinically significant and immediately applicable. Now, what you will get from this course? You would get a knowledge of standard operative protocols in our prescriber module. Which type of therapeutic strategy is best suited to what clinical scenario? How to select proper potency in a given clinical scenario? How to take a methodical follow-up? How to select the second remedy? What to do when a selected remedy fails? What ancillary advice to give? Above all, how to integrate and adapt homeopathy in the modern medical world. You see, nowadays, the patient when he comes to you, a chronic patient, is probably having 10 to 15 modern conventional medicines. Now what to do? How to add and integrate your homeopathy to such a patient? This is something to be learned. This is the modern clinical scenario that you have to learn.
So Dr. Harsh, I can see where your vision is coming from through your books that you've written on case management and on miasma. But I'd like to go into a little bit more detail of the future of that vision and how Modus in its foundation and prescriber course are completing or complementing that vision. So talk to me a little bit more about that vision you have and where Modus fits into that vision.
Dale, you just nailed the truth. You know, it is a stepwise approach that I have taken. I have first laid down all the writing in its perspective. And now we are through the Homeopathic Academy, THA, we are going to expose the vision. Now the vision is to achieve uniformity of thought process and it should be laid down on the table. This would require freedom from prejudice, as I always say. It is not about homeopathy versus allopathy. We need to be scientific in approach. The need of the day is high quality research and standard operative protocols. Now I talk too much about standard operative protocols. Now let me tell what standard operating protocols are. Now a standard operating protocol is a set by step instruction compiled by an organization or a community to help workers, in our case homeopathic doctors, to carry out complex routine operation. Now your selection of Similimum is a complex routine operation that you would have to do day in and day out. Now SOPs, the standard operative protocols, they aim to achieve efficiency, quality output, uniformity of performance, and they also aim to achieve a reduction in miscommunication and failure. So that is why the International Council for Harmonization, the ICH, defines SOPs or standard operative protocols as detailed written instruction, as they have been written in the book, as they are going to be presented to you live through THA. Detailed written instructions to achieve a specific function, in our case healing through homeopathy. Now the challenges to achieve this vision are manifold. Standardization of homeopathic terminology. That is why the Modus Foundation course is important, to standardize the homeopathic terminology. Then standardizing repertory and constantly adding or editing it, which is a wonderful work done by Radar, and it is a continued process. It has to be. And I went to Belgium and I met Dr. Schoens just because I could see that his frame of mind was on the same page as mine, so that we could work out something very, very productive for homeopathy. Now his work was repertory. My work is to teach you the SOPs, the standard operating protocols. Now you have to convert empirical and anecdotal homeopathic approach, which is rampant. You know, today in India, what I have seen with my students also, with my contemporary also, with many people, that this empirical and this anecdotal approach to homeopathy should now be upgraded. It should be now computer based. Why computer based? Because you must repertorize every given case through a computer based repertory software. In my case, I use Radar. Then the Similimum should be based on Hahnemannian principles. So SOPs for standardizing in terms of data, that is case analysis, standardizing techniques of repertorization, standardizing remedy selection, standard mathematical potency selection. This is what is the aim of the second part of Modus, the prescriber course. Now SOPs on which strategy is most suited to what different disease phenomena is very important. In a nutshell, we want a paradigm shift in homeopathy to adapt it to a totally changed medical scenario of the millennium. We have to be now technology savvy. We have to now select proper Similimum in minimum time by proper computer based repertories. Before closing the vision that what we have had, I would take you back to Hahnemann and Hahnemann's writing. In 1810, in Cottehen, Hahnemann signs the preface of his Organon of Medicine, the pillar of homeopathic philosophy, and he starts by saying that indolence, love of ease, and obstinacy preclude effective service at the altar of truth, and only freedom from prejudice and untiring zeal qualify the most sacred of all human occupations, the practice of the true system of medicine. Now this is what Hahnemann is telling you. Try to be free from prejudice like me. Try to be logical like me. Try to do what I am trying to do, adapting the old to the new. And then Hahnemann wants you to be fruitful to the principles and the patients. And then we must multiply in creed the homeopaths who have both the knowledge of the science and the art of homeopathy must multiply in creed and then dominate the health sector by playing a positive role.
Dr. Harsh, thank you for coming into B. Jane's offices here in Noida today.
It's a pleasure.
It's a great pleasure to have spent some time
It's a
with
pleasure
you.
talking to you,
And,
Dale.
as we know, in Scott Peck's words, it's the vision, it's the destination which is
Yeah.
important, which is to reduce confusion.
Yeah.
And our objective is whatever road it may take to increase confidence so that the homeopath, in their way, can create their practice in a meaningful way for their patients.
In a way, it's been said in a poem that all who wander are not lost. What I'm trying to do is that all the wanderers of homeopathy must gain that confidence and they must, blend their wandering, this confusion that they had, and they blend it with the proper path and reach their definition. And the definition of homeopath should be, a healer. You don't have to be a doctor only, and you can heal with homeopathy. That is the beauty of homeopathy. You can heal with confidence if you know the foundation. So if you are wondering, don't worry, you are not lost, you will find a way.
Thank you, Dr. Harsh.
Namaste.
Namaste.